people, all this damage, all this tearing us apart. I don't know how we fix it or when we...
You're teasing me.
No, there's still a little there right there.
Things are relatively good with Janelle. Once in a blue moon, I talk to Janelle, and once, even more rare.
You want your dad to show up
underground and put people in jail. Just make it about the financial. No guy's going to be given part of his estate to four.
You okay with my licking?
You can lick. You lick the rest of it.
More rare, I talk to Meri. With Meri, we really do struggle to talk. I don't blame her.
For Robyn, because I chose me.
A claim on her husband's assets. I could bet you it almost would make polygamy go away rather than chase it underground.
Instead of having an amicable, hey, we're not really working out. Have a good life. See you later.
My love language. I love being married. Love being married to David. First year of marriage, they say
trying
that a lot of
to kind of put myself in situations where I can meet people. Some of the community events I've been trying to.
It feels like he's trying to find any possible thing to put on me, like as far as responsibility. With the
Janelle lives in North Carolina. Maddie's there. A lot of my kids live in Utah too.
With Coyote Pass, it is still an ongoing situation.
But I'm not motivated to do that. Not for them, because they haven't been kind.
I think it's his stuff. I'm trying to take a few classes down at the coffee shop or whatever, or the cooking store.
It wasn't between you and I. It was a passing up Garrison. That was really tough.
Yeah.
It was really tough.
There would be so much benefit to just making polygamy legal and giving any wife
the B&B. Things are good. I like my life.
I don't need you showing up looking like you just rolled out of bed.
Compartmentalize the heartbreak. I don't know what to do. I would love to get darker and darker and worse until breakup. And then, hey, I actually did love them.
In Utah too. Gwendolyn still lives in Flagstaff. So other than Cody, they're still in Flagstaff, but there has to be trust. We all need to see each other again when it's not around a funeral. So we can all start to...
I don't care if you fart when you laugh accidentally.
Or a crazy thing, because some mothers were off to work and some mothers were getting kids ready for school and some kids were getting themselves...
for us when Cody's exes left.
I did not choose monogamy. I have interaction with different members of the family at different times. I've got good relationships with some.
But it doesn't make life easy. And then with Christine, we text a little bit about truly pickup times and stuff like that, but we don't.
Monogamy, does it work for you? Will it work for you?
Sounds good. It's just a mess. It's a painful, sad mess.
All the things I need. I've been trying to...
What if the man who held it all together loses it all? What if TLC did what they finally did with Kody Brown and revealed the lives of the survivors of him? Sister Wives viewers, hold on tight, because the rumors are real. A completely new spin-off is set to shake reality television to its foundation. It's Life After Kody, and what this program has in store to expose will have you wondering everything you ever thought you knew about the Browns. Pause. Build in dramatic silence. Then go in deeper. For over a decade, Kody Brown has been the face of Sister Wives, his voice, his rules, his drama. But behind the cameras, behind the carefully edited storylines, there's been a storm brewing. Whispers of betrayal, broken promises, hidden scandals. And now, for the first time ever, TLC is ready to peel back the curtain, not on Kody's life, but on the people he left behind. Aurora, Christine, Janelle, Meri, Robyn, and the children caught in the chaos. This is no longer about Sister Wives. This is survival. This is revenge. This is Life After Kody. Suspenseful tease of the spin-off drop questions that make fans lean in. Will Aurora finally reveal the truth about her father's shocking new marriage? Did Kody direct funds away from his kids to make his new wife happy? And most importantly, can the Sister Wives family even heal without the man who destroyed them? This establishes the tone of the entire script, investigative, sensational, and nearly like a thriller. Constructing the premise, TLC is familiar with drama, and they're familiar with their audience. The network has sat back and watched Sister Wives evolve from a docuseries on an unusual family lifestyle into one of the most scandalous reality TV franchises in history. Ratings skyrocketed not due to polygamy, but due to the turmoil within it. No longer do fans watch to learn how plural marriage functions, they watch to learn how it doesn't. And that's where Life After Kody comes in. This spin-off guarantees to Provide fans with what they've been clamoring for, unfiltered, untamed access to the fallout of Kody Brown. Why this spin-off is significant, but here's the catch: Life After Kody isn't only a spin-off. It's a strategic maneuver, one which can unleash financial scandals, demystify Aurora's chilling new accusations, and even bring Kody's darkest secrets into the light of day. And the more we get to dig, the perilous the truth turns out to be. We'll reveal the astonished reasons TLC finally severed all bonds with Kody Brown, and the dynamite secrets they have planned in this new show. Prepare yourself. Because the tale is only getting started. Every empire crumbles. And for Kody Brown, the downfall came fast, dirty, and televised for the world to witness. But one question that all Sister Wives viewers are asking is easy: why now? Why would TLC finally part ways with the guy who created their most notorious reality television dynasty? The reason, my friends, is a lot more sinister than you know. The rise and the cracks in the crown: Kody Brown was TLC's golden boy of chaos for years. He gave them ratings, headlines, and the kind of drama networks covet. But off-camera, cracks were beginning to appear in his empire. Viewers started to notice Kody's favoritism towards Robyn. They noticed his dismissive treatment of Meri, his fight with Christine, his chilliness with Janelle. What had appeared to be a plural marriage experiment began to feel more like a dictatorship. And TLC was listening. Fans on message boards inundated with gripes. Petitions started circulating, calling for TLC to discontinue featuring Kody. Critics accused the network of sensationalizing family dysfunction. And gradually but surely, Kody Brown shifted from the star to the villain of his own tale. Money, lies, and the rumored scandal, but favoritism wasn't enough to put him down. TLC accepted drama, it fueled their numbers. What they couldn't accept, however, were rumors of money scandals. Behind the closed doors, insiders reported Kody was secretly routing money to finance Robyn and her kids, while his other wives and children were left in the dark. Whispers of secret bank accounts, financial favoritism, even charges that he used the money from TLC to finance a new, secretive lifestyle with still another woman. Sister Wives viewers started suspecting that something was not quite right. Where was the money going? Why was Christine and Janelle struggling while Kody was living it up with Robyn? The audience wanted answers, and TLC knew silence was no longer an option. The ratings trap, but the greatest dagger in Kody's back came not from the wives, but from the viewers. Ratings had changed. Viewers no longer tuned in to watch Kody lead a family. They tuned in to watch him lose it. And when the villain becomes predictable, the story dies. TLC saw the numbers. People wanted less Kody and more aftermath. They wanted to see Christine rebuild. They wanted to see Janelle's independence. They wanted Meri's redemption. And most shockingly, they wanted Aurora's truth, the allegations, the forbidden rumors, the messy confessions. Kody was no longer the future. He was the roadblock to it. The breaking point. Every network has a breaking point. For TLC, it arrived when Kody's image started to seep into danger. Aurora's mysterious declarations. Christine's televised interviews. Janelle's biting admissions. Fans at large speculating about emotional manipulation, financial betrayal, and covert abuse of power. TLC executives could no longer maintain control. What had seemed like ratings gold before now threatened to become a scandal that would tarnish the network as a whole. And that's when the choice was made: drop Kody, before the empire collapses around him. The spin-off has damaged control, but TLC is never one to give up without a fight. They didn't merely fire Kody, they weaponized him. By producing Life After Kody, they flipped the script. Rather than standing up for the man in the middle of the controversy, they shine a light on the survivors of it. It's brilliant, actually. They knew Sister Wives viewers were exhausted with justifying Kody. But not with the drama. They wanted to see an existence free of him. To observe the women and children deal with freedom, autonomy, and the destruction he left them. But here's the question that haunts every corner of this story: did TLC really cut Kody loose, or are they hiding something even darker? Because whispers inside the Brown family suggest there's more to this spin-off than meets the eye. We'll peel back the layers and reveal the shocking allegations Aurora is preparing to bring forward, allegations that could not only destroy Kody Brown's image forever, but also expose TLC's own complicity in covering it up. And trust me, you won't see this coming. Aurora's explosive allegations: every family has secrets. But when those secrets are whispered by the children themselves, they cut deeper than any scandal the world could imagine. And in the Brown family, no whisper has been louder, or darker, than Aurora's. Sister Wives fans are reeling from the shocking allegations she's leveled against her father, Kody Brown, and his so-called new wife. Allegations that, if true, could destroy not just Kody's reputation, but the very foundation of the Sister Wives empire. The allegation no one saw coming: Aurora has always been painted as quiet, private, and loyal to her mother Robyn. But insiders claim that behind the cameras, Aurora reached a breaking point. Her words shocked everyone. "My father was never just trying to be a husband to his wives. He wanted to be more to me, too." Fans froze. Was this a misquote? A misunderstanding? Or was Aurora hinting at something far more twisted? A forbidden desire? An obsession gone too far? Keywords weaved in: Aurora Kody Brown allegation. Aurora claims Kody wants her as more than daughter, sister-wives scandal. Make it suspenseful. The question isn't what Aurora said, but why she did. And what she didn't say afterward. The financial bombshell, but Aurora didn't stop at that. She also accused a finger directly at Kody's wallet, citing that her father had been siphoning TLC profits into off-the-books accounts, connected not just to Robyn, but to a different woman altogether. According to rumors online, Aurora claims she witnessed documents, transactions, and discussions that established that Kody was diverting funds from his kids' needs into a lifestyle crafted to uphold his ego and his authority. He told us. It was for the family, Aurora purportedly told friends, but I never saw it. Suspenseful question for audiences: if Aurora is telling the truth, just how much money is missing? And who else knew? The daughter-wife theory, perhaps the most chilling string of all, is what fans have started calling the daughter-wife theory. Aurora's cryptic remarks, combined with her increasing tension towards Robyn, have set the stage for rumors that she was made to feel replaced in Kody's life. Even some fans wonder if Aurora's jealousy was not only created due to favoritism, but by boundaries crossed in ways that no daughter should ever endure. Did Kody move Aurora too far? Did Kody manipulate her trust? Or is Aurora's accusation a distorted cry for help? Aurora wants Kody as her husband? Sister Wives fans horrified. And the fact that TLC never aired these moments makes fans wonder. What else did they cut? The allegation against the new wife, but Aurora didn't stop with her dad. She directed her anger at his reported new wife. According to fan theory, Aurora accused this mysterious woman of egging on Kody's betrayal, playing him against the family, and even egging him on to stash cash. In Aurora's words, she was the reason we lost everything. Who is she? TLC has not yet verified her existence, but Aurora's words ignited a wildfire of speculation on the internet. Is she a shadow person, a secret second Robyn, or the woman Kody intended to build his last empire with? The family's silence, maybe the most incriminating fact, is the silence. Christine, Janelle, Meri, even Robyn, have steered clear of commenting on Aurora's accusations. Not a word. Not a denial. And fans know in the world of reality TV, silence is golden. If Aurora was lying, wouldn't the family call BS on it right away? Instead, TLC has stayed mum, allowing rumor to flourish. While insiders indicate the network is gearing up to highlight Aurora's accusations front and center on Life After Kody. The weight of Aurora's words, accusations this dark, can't be dismissed. They're not gossip, they're family-shattering grenades. If Aurora's words are true, then Kody stands to lose not just his reputation, but legal and financial ground. And if her words are lies, then the Brown family has achieved a desperation level that no spin-off could ever restore. Either way, TLC knows viewers are hooked. And Aurora might have just become the surprise star of Life After Kody. But here's the chilling question: if Aurora dared to say this much, what is she still holding back? Because insiders claim she has recordings, journals, and private conversations, proof that could make or break everything. We'll uncover the evidence Aurora might be hiding, and why TLC is terrified to let it all air. Stay tuned. The storm is only getting darker. The hidden evidence Aurora may expose. Every allegation is just words, until the evidence appears. And what insiders close to the Brown family say are Aurora's allegations aren't merely whispers in the wind. They're supported by something much more sinister: evidence. Evidence that might reveal Kody Brown's deepest, darkest secrets. Evidence that would compel TLC's action. And evidence that might turn Life After Kody into something more than just another reality spin-off. Into a firestorm that could never be contained. The journal that started it all. Whispers abound that Aurora has kept a journal for years, filled with confessions, frustrations, and unsettling notes about her father's actions. Friends tell us that Aurora recorded instances when she felt Kody crossed lines, instances when money went missing mysteriously, and even eavesdropped on conversations between Kody and his new wife. In her own handwriting, unfiltered and raw, she allegedly wrote, "He treats me like more than a daughter. It feels wrong. And no one else sees it." If that is true, those words aren't only salacious, they're proof. Proof that Aurora herself was convinced something was amiss long before the cameras ever got a whiff of it. Secret recordings in the shadows, but diaries can be disavowed. Handwriting can be forged. The true danger lies in what Aurora might have documented. Gossips at home speak of late-night fights on her phone. Vows where Kody supposedly talked about money trails, favoritism, and his devotion to a new woman they cannot name. Some say Aurora even overheard him in fits of rage, words that might draw a picture of control, manipulation, and betrayal far worse than TLC ever permitted on television. And this is the frightening part, Aurora hasn't made these recordings yet. But the threat of them hangs like a cloud of storm over Kody's head. The missing money trail, one of the most astonishing bits of potential evidence, connects directly to Kody's bank book. Aurora supposedly discovered receipts and bank transfers, cash transferred from family accounts into names that were never explained. Was the cash going to Robyn? To the new wife? Or was it stashed away to fund Kody's own escape plan? Viewers have noted the irony. While Christine and Janelle were worrying about bills and a roof over their heads, Kody and Robyn were living high on the hog. If Aurora really does have receipts, she can finally end the debate and show that Kody stole from his own kids to bankroll his new lifestyle. And in Life After Kody, this financial scandal might be the focus of the show. TLC's silence equals complicity? But most damning of all evidence perhaps isn't so much what Aurora says to possess, it's TLC's silence. Why has the network not responded to what Aurora had to say? Why release Kody but never make a statement? Fans think that TLC already knows the truth. That they've read the journal, listened to the tapes, traced the money. And rather than reveal it themselves, they're holding on to it for best time suspense. Life After Kody can be more than a spin-off. It can be TLC's attempt to manage the leak of Aurora's evidence before it gets out of control. The dangerous game Aurora plays, evidence cuts both ways. If Aurora actually does possess these receipts, she has leverage not only over Kody, but over TLC. The risk? She could become the target of that power. Family insiders say Robyn begged Aurora to keep quiet, fearing repercussions. Others hint that Kody himself has confronted her, threatening to do what would happen if she spoke out. Aurora stands in the middle of a storm, with evidence that may liberate her, or annihilate her utterly. So here's the chilling question, what happens if Aurora finally drops the evidence? Will it air on TLC? Leak online? Or will it disappear into silence, buried to protect Kody's crumbling empire? We'll dive into the fallout, what Aurora's revelations could mean for the Brown family, for Kody's legacy, and for the explosive future of Life After Kody. And trust me, the consequences are more devastating than anyone could imagine. The moment Aurora speaks, the clock begins to tick. For years, Kody Brown was the ruler of his family, his wives, and even his viewers. But one daughter's incendiary claims now stand to tear it all down. What if Aurora's proof becomes public? The blowback could be devastating, not only for Kody, but for anyone associated with his reputation. This isn't merely scandal. This is destruction. The fall of Kody's image, Kody Brown constructed his public image on charm, domination, and controversy. He was the assertive head of a plural family, the husband who could balance several wives, the father who insisted on putting family first. But Aurora's disclosures tear the mask off. Accusations of blurred lines, taboo longings, and financial infidelity turn him from a flawed husband into a possible monster. Viewers who used to mock Kody's egotism now witness something sinister, manipulation, greed, obsession. And in the hard-knock world of reality television, public image is paramount. Once the bad guy gets scary rather than funny, the audience flips. TLC's reputation on the line, the backlash doesn't end with Kody. If Aurora's evidence shows that TLC did know about his behavior, if they recorded it, edited it, and covered it up, then the network itself is complicit. Fans are already suspicious. What else did TLC edit out from the footage? Fans wonder. If it comes out that the truth was covered up, the network could face backlash not just from Sister Wives fans, but from advertisers, watchdog groups, and the media. That's why Life After Kody is so important. It's not merely a spin-off, it's TLC's policy of insurance. By turning attention away from the victims, Aurora, Christine, Janelle, and even Meri, they can narrate without being accused of covering up. But if Aurora drops her proof on her own, TLC cannot control the message. And control is everything. The family divide, within the Brown family, Aurora's disclosure could spark war. Christine can view it as vindication, evidence that leaving was the right choice. Janelle can feel outrage, knowing her financial woes were not just bad fortune but part of Kody's supposed plan. Meri, treated for so long as a throwaway, might insist on a public apology. And what about Robyn? Aurora's mom. How does she respond when her own daughter becomes Kody's greatest threat? Conflicted between devotion to her child and devotion to her husband, Robyn might be forced to the ultimate infidelity, taking sides in a war that ruins both. The legal and financial storm. If Aurora's proof suggests financial mismanagement, the fallout may extend beyond reality television. Lawsuits, investigations, courtroom fights over missing cash. kids seeking back support, ex-wives seeking restitution. And if Aurora's complaints about fuzzy lines become successful, the fallout may become legal in ways much uglier, putting Kody in the most unforgiving glare of his life. Fan backlash and the court of public opinion. Ultimately, reality TV is governed not by judges, but by audiences. And Sister Wives viewers are already incensed. Twitter is set aflame with hashtag Justice for Aurora, hashtag Life After Kody, and hashtag Expose Kody hashtags. Each cryptic tweet, each Instagram update, each leaked rumor is fuel. Aurora's bombshell doesn't just tarnish Kody, they entomb him. Because once viewers pronounce a star guilty, there's no turning back. Just ask the many reality TV villains who came before him. The end of Kody's legacy. Kody Brown used to envision leaving a legacy, a family together, a television empire based on his name. Instead, what Aurora says will make his name synonymous with scandal. His legacy boiled down to rumors of forbidden lines, misplaced money, and broken trust. For Kody, there is no redemption. There is no spin-off on the horizon for him. There is only silence. And for the man who lived for attention, silence is the ultimate punishment. But the fallout doesn't end with Kody's destruction. Because if Aurora brings the evidence forward, the survivors must now face their own reality. Christine, Janelle, and Meri, can they rebuild without the shadow of Kody haunting them? And will TLC exploit their pain for ratings? Or finally give them the freedom to tell their truth? We'll explore how life after Kody transforms into the story of survival, resilience, and the women who refuse to be silent any longer. When an empire collapses, the survivors are forced to rebuild. And in the ruins of Kody Brown's shattered empire, 3 women stand stronger than ever: Christine, Janelle, and Meri. They were silenced. They were sidelined. They were treated as disposable. But now, finally, they are free. And life after Kody promises to bring their survival story to life in ways Sister Wives never had the guts to. Christine, the first to break free. Christine was the spark that lit the fire. When she departed from Kody, fans applauded. She wasn't merely exiting a marriage, she was exiting a prison. TLC made her departure seem dramatic, but in actuality, what fans witnessed was freedom. Now, Christine prospers with a new fiancé, a new beginning, and a life characterized by joy rather than tears. In life after Kody, Christine is queen of her own narrative. No longer bound by Kody's dictates, she stands for triumph. The woman who showed leaving wasn't weakness. It was strength. Janelle, the quiet fighter. Janelle's tale is quieter, but no less compelling. She suffered years of fiscal domination, living under Kody's assurances that never did come. When she finally stood up for herself, viewers got a glimpse of the steely spine beneath her tranquil demeanor. Now, Janelle is constructing her autonomy, discovering her voice, identifying what life is like without a man who used her as a pawn. Life after Kody will highlight her fortitude, her financial struggles, and her path to regaining not only her autonomy, but her dignity. Meri, the silent survivor. Meri's story is the most heartbreaking and the most shocking. For years, she stayed in a marriage where she was unloved, unwanted, and humiliated. Kody himself admitted he had no interest in her. Yet Meri remained, clinging to hope. But now, in life after Kody, Meri gets a chance to rise from the ashes. Her pain becomes her power. Her silence becomes her strength. Audience members desire to witness Meri not as the dumped wife, but as the female who ultimately puts herself ahead of Kody's indifference. The shared wound, what unites Christine, Janelle, and Meri isn't merely survival, it's the wound of betrayal. All of them gave decades of their lives to a man who said unity and dealt division. Each of them was made to feel second class as Robyn ruled supreme. And each of them left with scars the cameras never truly caught. In life after Kody, these scars will finally be seen. The show isn't merely about their future, it's about recovery from a past they were coerced into sharing. TLC's golden redemption arc. For TLC, the survivors are more important than ever. Christine, Janelle, and Meri aren't simply ex-wives, they're redemption arcs. They're empowerment tales. They're the center of the new brand. As Kody plunges into scandal, the women ascend into fame. And TLC is certain audiences are starved for it. Fans don't want to watch Kody triumph, they want to watch the women who survived him heal, rise, and flourish. Aurora and the survivors, and then there's Aurora, the wild card. Her accusations against Kody render her both a liability and an asset. Will Christine, Janelle, and Meri defend her? Or will they dread being pulled into her tempest? Life after Kody feeds on this tension, survivors who are united in liberty, but torn asunder by scandal. Because sometimes survival isn't about getting out from under the villain, it's about surviving the fallout. But survival isn't the end of the story. Because for every survivor who walks away, there's a villain who refuses to disappear. Kody Brown may have been cut loose by TLC, but he isn't gone. We'll uncover the shocking ways Kody is plotting his comeback, and why his desperate attempt to reclaim power could drag everyone back into the chaos one last time. Villains rarely go quietly. And Kody Brown is no different. While the women he used to dominate break free in life after Kody, he schemes behind the scenes, desperate, resentful, and refusing to give up his throne. The question isn't whether Kody will attempt a comeback. It's how far he'll go to regain the attention he feels is rightfully his. A man addicted to power, Kody Brown has consistently wanted control. Control over his wives, his children, and most of all, his story. Reality TV provided him with that control, making him a household name. But power intoxicates. And now, shorn of his TLC throne, Kody is confronted with the one thing he's always dreaded, obscurity. For Kody, obscurity is not only humiliating, it's fatal. He requires cameras. He requires drama. He requires visibility. And when a man like Kody is the center of attention, he'll scorch the earth to get it back. Pitching his own show, sources say that Kody has already pitched his own spinoff, one that would see him back in the spotlight. A show about rebuilding, about new beginnings, about showing he can do it on his own without the wives that left him. Some say it's centered on his alleged new wife. Others think it's about his kids, although critics note, the majority of them have no interest in him. But here's the twist, networks don't desire Kody the hero. They just want Kody the villain. And to a man consumed with maintaining control over his image, that's one role he'll never play. The money play, behind the cameras, there's money involved. As Aurora's allegations of financial impropriety begin to make waves, Kody is said to be in a panic for funds. Desperate men do desperate things. Might Kody take advantage of his kids for cash? Might he sell out with interviews, leak details, or pen a tell-all book intended to tarnish Christine, Janelle, and Meri? Fans think so. This is the same guy, after all, who supposedly siphoned funds into off-the-books accounts. What is holding him back from cashing in on the mayhem? The new wife weapon, Kody's most surprising comeback tactic, is perhaps his rumored new wife. She's never been officially revealed, but insiders purport she's out there. Younger. Loyal. Willing to work on his image. If it's true, she might just become Kody's validation that he's still desirable, still able to start anew. But here's the risk. Bringing in a new wife to the Tempest might turn against him spectacularly. Rather than rehabilitation, it makes Kody out to be irresponsible, self-centered, and unwilling to learn from his mistakes. Fans are already sharpening knives. The second she's outed, the knives will be out. Playing the victim, and when all else goes wrong, Kody has one final card, victimhood. Already, he's positioned himself as the forsaken husband, the misunderstood dad, the man who sacrificed everything and was betrayed. He'll weep about unfaithful wives. He'll rant about uncompliant children. He'll complain about TLC exploiting him. But the audience is different. They no longer think of him as misunderstood. They think about him as exposed. Kody's pathetic bid to become the victim may gain him sympathy from a few. But for the rest of the fans, it merely strengthens what they already know, he's the author of his own ruin. The dangerous comeback, the irony of Kody's tale is that his desperation could ruin him more. In holding on to power, he can lose the remaining shreds of family loyalty he has. By making demands, he threatens to spill secrets that even TLC attempted to conceal. And by scheming a return, he threatens to transform himself from reality TV bad guy to reality TV warning tale. But here's the chilling twist, while Kody plots his return, TLC has plans of their own. Because life after Kody isn't just about survival, it's about revenge. And we'll uncover how TLC is preparing to weaponize Christine, Janelle, Meri, and Aurora against Kody. In a spin-off war that could be the most explosive reality TV battle of all time. For years, Kody Brown believed he was the star of TLC's crown jewel. But in the cold-blooded game of television, stars are expendable. And once Kody became more poison than TLC could handle to defend, they didn't merely drop him. They made him bait. Their genius? Taking the very individuals he sought to manipulate, Christine, Janelle, Meri, and even Aurora, as tools to take him apart on television. It isn't reality TV anymore. It's chess. And Kody never knew the checkmate was coming. TLC's cold calculation, networks don't deal in loyalty, they deal in numbers. And the numbers told a brutal story. Sister Wives was thriving not because of Kody's leadership, but because of his implosion. The Wives' independence brought more ratings than his dominance ever did. Fans tuned in to cheer for Christine's freedom, Janelle's rebellion, Meri's quiet resilience, and Aurora's shocking allegations. So TLC took the smartest, most ruthless thing to do, take the story away from Kody, and let the survivors speak for themselves. Christine, TLC's queen of redemption, Christine was made the center of TLC's plan. Her freedom, her new lover, her smile, all that was twirled into a narrative of redemption. TLC realized that the fans weren't only supporting Christine, they were experiencing along with her. She became the fantasy, leaving in control, living as she pleased. Each time a camera caught Christine smiling was a stab to Kody's heart, a reminder that she was doing just fine. While he was falling apart. Janelle, the financial rebellion. Janelle's narrative was the ideal counterbalance. While Christine was freedom, Janelle was rebellion. TLC highlighted her struggles with money, her accusations of Kody's financial betrayal, and her determination to survive on her own. By amplifying Janelle's voice, TLC not only validated her pain, they exposed Kody's alleged greed to millions. In doing so, they turned Janelle into both victim and warrior, and Kody into a thief in the eyes of fans. Meri, the wound they weaponized. Meri's silence became its own weapon. TLC leaned into her isolation, replaying Kody's harsh brush-offs and portraying her as the jilted wife. Her inner strength was a story of resilience, a slow-burning revenge plot where the viewers wanted justice for her. And each tear Meri cried on TV wasn't just sympathy juice, it was ammunition fired squarely at Kody's reputation. Aurora, the nuclear option. But TLC's greatest threat is Aurora. Her claims are too sinister, too forbidden, too incendiary to dismiss. And TLC is aware of that. As the network walks a fine line, suggesting without admitting, they set Aurora up as the wild card. The child who knows too much. The witness Kody can't silence. By holding Aurora's accusations out like a stick of dynamite, TLC keeps viewers in suspense. Will they present her entire truth? Will they reveal her journals, her recordings, her allegations? Or will they hold it for the ultimate moment, when the ratings require one last, fatal thrust? The ratings masterstroke, make no mistake, this is TLC's magnum opus. By making the survivors stars, and Kody their shadow, they have produced a spin-off superior to the original. Life After Kody isn't merely a program, it's an arsenalized narrative. Each episode turns the knife further into Kody's image, while building up the women he previously attempted to dominate. For TLC, it's the ultimate victory, better ratings, more devoted fans, and a villain brought down by his own survivors. The psychological warfare. What makes TLC's approach so ruthless is the way that it toys with psychology. For decades, Kody lived for attention, good or ill. But now, he's on the bench. Seeing the women he had dismissed become symbols of endurance as he becomes a footnote. That silence, that erasure, is its own humiliation. And for a man with a need for control, nothing hurts as much as accepting that he's no longer the teller of his own story. He's just the story. But here's the twist, Kody won't stay silent forever. While TLC sharpens its weapons, Kody is preparing his counterattack. Rumors swirl of interviews, secret projects, even lawsuits. We'll uncover how Kody is planning to fight back, and why his desperation could ignite one final, catastrophic battle between himself, TLC, and the survivors who refuse to be silenced. Cornered men are the most dangerous. And Kody Brown, deprived of throne, wives, and icon, is no exception. While TLC hones its knives on Life After Kody, and the survivors emerge into the light, Kody has been scheming in the darkness. His revenge is here. And it could be more destructive than anyone can ever have imagined. The media blitz. First, Kody looks to the one tool he still retains, his voice. Hungering for control, he starts peddling exclusive interviews to media outlets that will hear him out. But he does not arrive humble, he arrives angry. In leaked telephone calls, Kody blames Christine for betrayal, Janelle for greed, Meri for manipulation, and even Aurora for dishonesty. He poses as the victim of a TLC ratings game, a man exploited for the sake of ratings and then discarded when his suffering no longer sold. But the issue is this, the more he talks, the more deranged he sounds. Fans don't listen to a grieving father, they listen to a frantic man breaking apart in front of them. Lawsuits and legal threats. Then Kody goes to the courts. Rumors circulate of legal actions against TLC for slander, against Christine for custody suits, even against Aurora for defamation. He stands as the warrior defending his name, his money, and his pride. Lawsuits cost money, though. And for a man already charged with diverting funds, each filing in court pushes his economic grave more deeply into the ground. Worse, court fights threaten to bring more evidence into public record, evidence Kody cannot risk the world seeing. Attacking the spin-off. One of Kody's bravest stunts is his effort to undermine Life After Kody. Sources say he's attempted to bully TLC executives, threatening to spill production's behind-the-scenes secrets. Never aired footage, never respected contracts. He wants viewers to think TLC is as complicit as he is, a puppet master making a profit off suffering. But the irony is merciless. By targeting TLC, Kody verifies what fans already suspected. That the show was never about family, it was about control. And now that control is slipping away from his hands entirely. Turning family into weapons. In his desperation, Kody might even resort to the one thing more menacing than lawyers or cameras, his children. Insiders rumor that he's been in touch with the ones remaining loyal to him, asking them to fight for his name online, to call out Christine, Janelle, and Aurora. This plan threatens to blow the final weak ties he has. With every child versus child, wife versus wife confrontation, Kody deepens the hole, verifying the stories of the survivors were not dramatizations, but fact. The public backlash. What Kody doesn't get is that the court of public opinion has already been closed. Fans no longer view him as the misunderstood dad, they view him as the tyrant humbled. His publicity campaign is ridiculed. His lawsuits are seen as an act of desperation. His tirades against Aurora only create more sympathy for her. Each action Kody takes in his counterattack comes back to haunt him, portraying him not as a man standing up for justice, but as a man sinking in his own ruin. The final stage, and still, Kody perseveres. Because to him, publicity, any publicity, is preferable to the silence. His counterattack is not about winning, it's about staying alive. As long as people are talking about him, he thinks he remains relevant. But the sad reality is certain, the more Kody struggles, the more he loses. His family prospers without him. His network thrives without him. His audience parties in his absence. Kody's counterattack doesn't revive his empire, it destroys it. But the question remains, how far will Kody go before the final curtain falls? Could his desperation push him into exposing secrets so dark, even TLC fears them? Could his obsession drag his family back into chaos one last time? We'll uncover the climax of this saga, the final downfall of Kody Brown, and how life after Kody transforms his legacy into nothing more than a cautionary tale. Every empire ends. Each king is brought down. And for Kody Brown, it wasn't a bang of victory that marked the end, but the gradual, degrading breakdown of all that he constructed. From adored husband and dad, to reality show celeb, to bad guy, to pariah. His reputation in shambles. And life after Kody makes sure the world will never miss his fall. The man who lost it all, Kody was once at the heart of a big family, 4 wives, 18 kids, and TLC's reality cameras shining brightly on him. He espoused unity, faith, plural love. But it all fell apart at the end under the pressure of his ego. Christine walked out. Janelle held firm. Meri opted for freedom. Even Aurora, his own daughter whom he believed loyal, turned against him with accusations that stunned the world. The man who thought he could control it all, lost it all. The death of a TV star, television made Kody famous. But television also killed him. TLC's shift to life after Kody erased him from his own narrative, rewriting history to center the survivors. Christine became the hero. Janelle, the warrior. Meri, the injured phoenix. Aurora, the snitch. And Kody? The bad guy turned specter. From headliner to footnote, from star to cautionary tale. A reminder that on reality television, you're worth only as much as the trouble you cause, and when the trouble gets too dangerous, you're expendable. The empty throne, Kody's finances also collapsed. Suspected secret accounts revealed. Lawsuits drained him. Opportunities disappeared. The wealth he thought would shield him vanished like sand running through his hands. The one who used to flaunt power and money now scrambles, forsaken even by the network that used to shield him. The family's verdict, but the harshest punishment may not be financial, it's personal. His wives flourish without him. His children become more resilient without the shadow of his presence. The women he scoffed at now receive more attention than he ever received. Christine giggles on screen. Janelle is a source of inspiration. Meri mends in quiet ways. Aurora demands compassion. And Kody? He stands by, only now understanding the reality, they were always the stars of the show. He was merely the anchor holding them back. The legacy of Kody Brown. What is Kody's legacy? Not love. Not leadership. Not togetherness. His legacy is a cautionary tale. A warning regarding control. Regarding greed, regarding the deceit that tears families apart. His fall is analyzed by fans, discussed by critics, and replayed by TLC for a ratings boost. But beneath it all, Kody's saga is no longer about a man who practiced polygamy, it's about a man who self-destructed. In the end, Kody Brown is left with silence. No wives. No spotlight. No legacy worth saving. His name survives only in the voices of the people who survived him. And as life after Kody rises in the ratings, the man it was named after recedes into the background. The king of sister wives overthrown, his kingdom in shambles, his tale retold by the people he attempted to control. This is the final collapse. And it's permanent. But the story doesn't end with Kody's ruins, it begins with the survivors' rise. Christine, Janelle, Meri, and Aurora now own the narrative. And TLC has ensured one thing, the world will never stop watching. Because sometimes the greatest drama isn't about the man who built the empire, but about the women who outlived it. And that's what life after Kody promises to deliver. And there it is. The rise, the reign, and the ruin of Kody Brown. Once the so-called king of sister wives, now nothing more than a cautionary tale in reality TV history. His wives exited. His children exposed him. TLC outmaneuvered him. And the world watched as his empire imploded on itself. But while Kody's narrative ends in silence, the narrative of the survivors is only just beginning. Life after Kody isn't just a spin-off, it's a reckoning. It's proof that from the ashes of control, betrayal, and scandal, a new chapter of strength, resilience, and survival can be written. But here's the question we leave you with: is this really the end of Kody Brown? Or just the calm before his next desperate storm? Will he die in obscurity, or will he fight his way back with one last, shocking gesture? And most importantly, what secrets are still hidden, waiting to erupt? We'll be here breaking it all down for you, every bombshell, every accusation, and every jaw-dropping twist. So if you've been stuck on this story like we have, don't just scroll past, be part of the conversation. Hit that like button if you believe the survivors are worthy of their moment. Leave a comment below. Do you think Aurora's accusations? Do you believe Kody will try one final comeback? Or is this really the end of his reign? And most importantly, subscribe to this channel and enable notifications, because trust me, this storm is far from over. The next installment in Life After Kody could be the most explosive yet. And you don't want to miss it. This isn't just reality TV anymore. This is history in the making. And in the world of sister wives, nothing stays buried forever.